Here was the other thing they were showing me. It was like a lull of, God, oh man, it was something like, I think it's like the idea if you see something wrong, say it, or it's on you too. But it was like, it's like you just need to stand in your truth. But it's like if you can see somebody's about to walk into a wall, be like, dude, watch out, you're about to walk into a wall. Now, if you say, hey, yo, you're about to walk into a wall, and they don't listen, they're like, yeah, whatever. And they walk into the wall, that's on them. If you see they're about to walk into a wall and you don't say anything, it's on you. Because you're going to feel awful and feel guilty and feel shame and blame, right? So, yeah, it was like someplace in the Bible they actually took me, and I forget how they verbalized it there, but that was what they ended up explaining to me afterwards anyway. It was along these lines where, if you, it's like, it's not your job to save everybody. It's not that idea, but it was more the idea of like, if you get the nudge to give somebody a forewarning and they just can't hear, they don't want to hear, they don't want to listen, that's not on you. But if you're not telling somebody and you see it, that is on you. And it's this idea, it's like our conscious mind or our subconscious mind is going to eat us alive. Because it would. Think about that. That's what would happen. Unless you're a dead fish. And God, what was the other thing you were showing me? God, it was something around all of this. Because I can get too stuck in my head and start to like go through the archives. Like, oh my God, did I? And they're like, would you fucking relax? It's like, right away because you'll get the hit, But it's like there are a lot of times where it's like I would forewarn, I would say different things, but people don't want to hear. They don't want to hear that, and that's okay. But if I didn't say anything, I again would feel bad. But there was something else with this. It's like the idea if a tornado's coming, and you're like, dude, tornado's coming, and they choose to sit there, they're going to get swept up in it. It's like get away from. It's like the bad seed, right? The center, or where the tsunami zone is. But if they're like, nah, it's fine. Well, then when they get swept away, it's like, well, that was what you chose. You didn't want to love yourself. You were too. It's like lazy to do the work, I suppose. But so they're still making a point about this. So I think it's like, it's the idea of. I think maybe it's like the idea of don't take over accountability and don't take under accountability, right? Like don't do either extreme. It's like you're not here to save everybody, so you don't have to go running around looking for accidents for them not to jump into. But it's don't shy away from saying things either, like if you get the nudge. So again, like a very simple visual and understanding is, like you see a friend who is about to go down with a ship or walk into a wall or this or that, say that to them. And if they're grown adults, but sometimes they need that like, hello, that tap on the shoulder, that reminder, like, love yourself. Are you honoring yourself? Is this right? You're cool with that? If that's what happens, you're cool. That's good with you. That's what you're cool. Okay. All right. Okay. Right. Because then you don't feel bad or guilty. It's like, look, you can only say it so many ways in so many ways towards Sunday. And they just don't want to hear because it's like, don't even want to believe it, right? They don't want to believe they're going to walk smack into a brick wall and break every bone in their body. I mean, I can only scream and tell you for so long. And okay, your eyes are wide open and you're still walking right into the brick wall at full speed ahead. So what did you think was going to happen? What did you think was going to happen? And, it's like sometimes we are walking around with our eyes wide shut or whatever. Is that the saying? Maybe. Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we all do this. We all do it. We all do it. It's just sometimes it's like they'll keep happening. It's like all those little whispers will happen until they become louder and louder and louder until eventually they kill us. So it's like you're either tuning in, listening, doing the work, and loving yourself, which is the hard thing, or you think you're having a blissful life while ignoring your inner voice because you're not really having a blissful life. And when the tower comes, it is devastating. It's like the furthest extreme. But the truth is there was a slow and steady build up to that you chose to ignore over and over and over. So then when it hits, you're like, why are you so shocked? Why are you acting like you didn't see that coming? Remember all of these warning signs, signals, incidences? You just chose to, I guess, put a different spin on them. I guess that's what we do, right? It's like people like to say, oh, that was just a coincidence, or that stuff happens, or shit happens, or, whatever people say, where they like to wash it aside. They like to act like it's not a sign from the universe. They act like, oh, like they like to brush everything away. And it's like, stop brushing shit away. If that stuff's happening, it's happening for a reason. I really don't believe in coincidences. I don't. I believe everything is happening to help us, to advise us, to steer us, to direct us. And yes, we have to be careful because we tend to want to move towards pleasure and away from pain. So we will lie to ourselves to our own detriment when sometimes we have to face that hard truth. And it's actually easier to face that hard truth the first time than letting it compile. So it is all a fine line, but it's like when you're more connected to yourself, it doesn't feel as much of a fine line. But when you're further away, it can seem confusing or challenging or muddled. And so it's like time, it requires time to get back to oneself and consistent practice of making yourself the goal, right? Your life and loving you and your life by honoring it and choosing you. Otherwise, you continue to put yourself on the back burner and you continue to have, quote, coincidences or shit happens or bad thing after bad thing after bad thing. And it's like you feel like you're getting toppled, but it's like, yeah, because the universe is trying to tell you something, but you're not listening. So, yeah. But all that said, that's how they show me, teach me, and how I've understood it. And that's been my translation and understanding. And it's led me the right way, right? Like, don't get me wrong. I make, as you hear, plenty of mistakes. And yet I'm always trying to honor myself. And the times I don't, I try to forgive myself and go within and figure out why, what's going on. What was I looking to get? What was I looking, where's the deprivation point? And so that's like, that never ends. And that's something that we always need to do for ourselves, to love ourselves and honor ourselves and our life. And again, but that's my understanding, translation, etc., etc. And others might find something else to be more beneficial, useful, or truthful for them. This is why it's to each their own, to each their own. And then, we live in the consequences of our choices. And don't be deceived by the exterior. Sorry, there seemed to be tying in, I don't know if it was a previous message or a few messages back. That is such a tricky trap. But I think they're showing, like, people do get deceived by the exterior, but then they start to fall into the traps of, like, comparison and competing, and it's like it is this idea of like desiring outside oneself, but then it's leaving oneself. You're leaving oneself when you do that. It's like you stop living for you and you start living for them. You're living for their approval, for their admiration, for their blah, 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 blah. But it's for their, not your. You've left your feeling body. You've left your focus. You've left your life. You're no longer present. It's like you're plotting, planning, and scheming to appear whichever which way to receive that outside oneself of which you have no control of. So it's stupid, right? And again, I've been stupid plenty in my life. It's, it's no shame or blame. It's just awareness. Okay. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.